So I didn't necessarily have time to really prepare for things today, but I'm just out here, uh, just kind of thinking about what happened yesterday. And the thing is, people who behave a certain way, even if you don't like it, they do keep you prepared for what is out there and what should you be willing to do for your mental and human health as far as dealing with them. And sometimes the best way to deal with a person is not to deal with them at all whenever humanly possible. We are dealing with a society right now that doesn't, there are people out there that do not want to give you the right to be heard as a human being. Now, the right to be heard perhaps is not even a right. I mean, you do have the right to free speech, but on any platform or other platforms, people, I suppose, have the right to not listen to you and maybe even have the right of heckler's objection to shut you down. And again, the right to be heard is easier for those who have the means to basically get a platform. Whether it's now it used to be you had to be very wealthy if you wanted to be heard, to get on television and to have your reach broadened. And then, along came the internet and social media. And then it became easier. But now the establishment doesn't want that. They are threatened. They're threatened by your ideas. They are threatened by what you have to say as a human being. And it doesn't matter whether you think your ideas are legitimate, they don't want to hear them. Well, what are you going to do? Waste your time and try to talk to a person who's not interested in hearing what you have to say? I always thought to myself, should I change myself? There's a group that I was with, and they have come on and they'll listen to my show. I guess they mock it and they troll it. The one person, I guess they said, I'm trolling you and I'm not worth listening to you. And then I went back into that Discord channel and they said, the person did say rightly, I thought you said you were going to go away. And she was correct. So I did just that. Because again, what are you going to do if, people don't necessarily want to hear your ideas and they belittle them? And that's going to happen from time to time when you're a thinking human being. They will belittle your ideas, and they're not going to come to you with respect. Now, sometimes you have to tolerate it if they have the means of something that you need or want, and you have to make that decision. But at this point, really and truly, except for shallow companionship, what's the point? That's not worth my time. I'd rather look at videos on YouTube all day than have shallow companionship. I mean, again, I can joke around and I can laugh, but other than that, there's really nothing to gain from the experience there. It's not any kind of stimulating. It's just one-upsmanship or whatnot, and they have their beliefs. And if you come with beliefs that they disagree with, they will. Particularly one person in particular. She doesn't come to the group that much, but one person in particular will come in the most vicious of manners. And you really want to be around that? I mean, as a human being, if you have ideas and you have thoughts, don't you want to be respected as a human being? And again, sometimes it's hard to hear things. It's hard to hear that if you have cancer, it's hard to hear that. And so I would imagine if there was someone saying that you have cancer, or two doctors saying you have cancer, one says you have to go through chemotherapy, the other one says you got to go through lollipop therapy, and if you don't know enough, well, you're going to go with the lollipop. Anyway, man, I'm just kind of rambling here, and like I said, there are sometimes difficult decisions that you have to make in order to gain your human rights and your rights as a human being. And I'm not saying that my ideas are any better than any others. I'm just saying that as a human being, I want people that respect my right to be heard as a human being. And I think most human beings desire that. And they have the desire, if there's going to be punishment, punitive action, they desire a form of due process to be heard and, at least to have their day in court. And I think what I'd like to do with transparency and merit is have a court of public opinion, because right now it's controlled by groups that don't want to give you that and want to put two-dimensional characters out there that again, I talked about Steve Bannon because he's been characterized. The same thing with the Proud Boys. They've been, they're more than just, again, what the mainstream media has characterized them as. I mean, I would say the same thing with Antifa. There are plenty of other groups out there, but they're not just an idea. They are an idea where human beings hold these ideals, and they are fanatical, and they will attack you. And I'll go further into this, but right now I'm gonna take off. I have to get to work, and I want to get to work on time. So hey, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will do this again. Thank you for listening.